You eat what you kill. But you're resourceful, and I'm very confident you can make it work.
You eat what you kill is a phrase that means you are rewarded or compensated based on the results of your own efforts, typically in a work or business context. It implies that your success or income is directly tied to your performance, similar to how a hunter eats only what they manage to catch. Examples. 1. Sales jobs. Example. In this sales position, there's no base salary. It's commission only. You eat what you kill. Explanation. Your earnings are entirely based on the sales you make. If you don't make sales, you don't earn money. 2. Freelancing. Example. As a freelancer, you eat what you kill. So the more clients you bring in, the more you earn. Explanation. A freelancer's income depends on the number of projects they secure and complete. 3. Entrepreneurship. Example. Running your own business means you eat what you kill. Your success is determined by how well you can attract and retain customers. Explanation. The business owner's income depends entirely on the business they generate. How to use this phrase. Work context. Our new bonus structure is straightforward. You eat what you kill. The harder you work, the more you earn. Motivational. In the world of startups, you eat what you kill. You have to hustle if you want to survive and thrive. Some people prefer the stability of a fixed salary, but others thrive in roles where you eat what you kill because they can control their income through hard work. This phrase is often used in high-performance, results-driven environments like sales, entrepreneurship, and freelancing, where success is closely tied to effort and outcomes.
I was telling her about your new place, and we both think you should throw a housewarming party on Saturday.
Housewarming refers to a party or gathering held to celebrate someone moving into a new home. It's an occasion for the new homeowner or tenant to invite friends and family over to see the new place, often bringing gifts or good wishes to warm the house. Examples. 1. Inviting friends. Example. We're hosting a housewarming this weekend. I'd love for you to come and see our new place. Explanation. The person has just moved into a new home and is inviting friends to celebrate. 2. Bringing a gift. Example. I'm thinking of buying a plant as a housewarming gift for Jane's new apartment. Explanation. The person is considering bringing a gift to celebrate Jane moving into her new apartment. 3. First event in a new home. Example. Their housewarming was the first time they had everyone over since moving in. Explanation. The housewarming party was the first social gathering in their new home. How to use this phrase. Planning. We're planning a housewarming party next month after we get settled into our new house. Invitations. I received an invitation to Mark's housewarming. He just bought a condo downtown. Celebration. A housewarming is a great way to celebrate moving into a new place and make it feel like home. The term housewarming emphasizes the welcoming and celebratory nature of starting life in a new home.
I mean, all the girls were madly in love with him, including me.
Madly in love is a phrase used to describe someone who is extremely or passionately in love with someone else. It conveys a deep, intense, and overwhelming feeling of affection and attachment. Examples. 1. Strong emotions. Example. Ever since they met, John has been madly in love with Sarah. He can't stop thinking about her. Explanation. John has very strong and intense feelings of love for Sarah. 2. Describing a relationship. Example. They were madly in love and spent every moment together, enjoying each other's company. Explanation. The couple is deeply in love and enjoys being together all the time. 3. Passionate feelings. Example. Even after 10 years of marriage, they are still madly in love with each other. Explanation. Despite being married for a long time, their love is still very strong and passionate. How to use this phrase. Describing a relationship. They got married after only 6 months because they were madly in love. Expressing feelings. She's madly in love with him, and you can see it in the way she looks at him. Intense affection. When they're together, it's clear that they're madly in love with each other. Madly in love is used to express the idea of love that is so strong it almost feels uncontrollable or irrational, emphasizing the depth of emotion involved.
Where shall we begin?
The phrase, "Where shall we begin?" is used to inquire about the starting point or the first step in a process, discussion, or activity. It is often used to prompt a decision about where to start or to get things underway. 1. In a meeting. Example, We have a lot to cover in today's meeting. Where shall we begin? Explanation. The speaker is asking for input on which topic or agenda item should be addressed first. 2. Starting a project. Example. Now that we have our project plan ready, where shall we begin? Explanation. The team is determining the first task or action to start the project. 3. During a lesson. Example. The lesson today will cover several new concepts. Where shall we begin? The teacher is seeking input on which concept to start teaching first. How to use this phrase? In formal settings. Before we start the presentation, where shall we begin? In informal setting. We've got so many fun things planned for today. Where shall we begin? In decision making. We need to plan the trip. Where shall we begin with the arrangements? The phrase is versatile and can be used in various contexts where a decision about the starting point needs to be made.
He is such a talent.
Thank you. He's having quite a resurgence.
The word resurgence refers to the revival or return of something after a period of inactivity or decline. It indicates a renewed interest or reemergence of an activity, trend, or condition that had previously diminished. Examples. 1. Cultural revival. Example, there has been a resurgence in interest in vintage fashion over the past few years. Explanation. Vintage fashion, which had declined in popularity, is now experiencing a renewed interest. 2. Economic growth. Example, the city is witnessing an economic resurgence thanks to new business investments. The city, which may have experienced economic decline, is now seeing a period of economic growth and recovery. 3. Health. Example, the resurgence of the flu virus this winter has been concerning for health officials. Explanation. The flu virus, which had been less active, is making a strong return, leading to increased health concerns. How to use this phrase? In a formal context. The company is hoping for a resurgence in its stock prices following the new product launch. In an informal context, I've noticed a resurgence in popularity of that old TV show we used to watch. In a historical context, the resurgence of interest in historical architecture has led to several preservation projects. The term is often used to describe the revival of trends, phenomena, or conditions that had previously experienced a downturn.
It's getting a little stuffy in here. You want to show me that week?
The word stuffy generally describes an environment that feels overly warm, lacking fresh air, or excessively cramped, often leading to discomfort. It can also refer to a person who is overly formal or dull. Meaning stuffy. 1. In the context of air quality, uncomfortably warm or lacking ventilation. 2. In the context of personality, unfriendly, overly formal, or dull. Examples. 1. Air quality. Example, the room felt stuffy because the windows hadn't been opened all day. Explanation. The room was warm and lacked fresh air, making it uncomfortable. 2. Cramped space. Example, the office was so stuffy that I had to step outside to get some fresh air. The office was cramped and poorly ventilated, causing discomfort. 3. Personality. He was known for his stuffy manner, which made it hard for people to relate to him. The person was overly formal or dull, making interactions with him less enjoyable. How to use this phrase? In a descriptive context. The hotel room was stuffy, so we asked for a fan to improve the ventilation. In a social context, the meeting was rather stuffy, with everyone adhering strictly to formalities. In a health context, I felt stuffy and congested after being in the air-conditioned office for too long. Stuffy can be used to describe both physical environments and certain types of social interactions or behaviors.